Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our Child Abuse, Neglect, and Abandonment Lawyers in Missouri website page. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you better understand our services and protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with child abuse, neglect, or abandonment in the state of Missouri, we can help. Don't face the state and court system alone during your child abuse, neglect, or abandonment charge. Contact one of our Missouri child abuse, neglect, and abandonment defense lawyers today at 314-900. Help to protect your rights and future. Combs Waterkotte is committed to handling all child abuse, neglect, and abandonment defense cases with confidential care and understanding. We are not here to judge you. We believe that everyone in Missouri, regardless of the crime they have been charged with, deserves an aggressive legal defense and to have their legal rights protected. With that being said, let's discuss hiring our child abuse, neglect, and abandonment defense lawyers in Missouri and setting up a free consultation with our attorneys. Child abuse, neglect, and abandonment lawyer in Missouri. Protect your rights. Being accused of neglecting, abusing, or abandoning a child in St. Louis can easily be a parent's worst nightmare. Not only will you be facing serious criminal charges, you may lose the custody of a member of your own family. At Combs Waterkotte, we are here to help parents facing these serious charges and fight fiercely on their behalf. Our firm has considerable experience handling all aspects of St. Louis child neglect cases, including both inside a courtroom and taking on the Missouri Department of Social Services. Child abuse and neglect laws in St. Louis and Missouri. Missouri, like most other states, has passed a number of laws and imposed requirements in recent years to strengthen its child abuse or neglect laws in the wake of nationally publicized child abuse cases. Protect your rights and freedom with Combs Waterkotte. Contact one of our criminal defense lawyers today at 314-900. Help for a confidential consultation. Since 2004, a large group of people, including medical professionals, teachers, first responders, religious ministers, and any other person with the responsibility for the care of children, are classified as mandatory reporters. They must report any suspected child abuse or neglect to the Missouri Department of Social Services, specifically identifying themselves by name when doing so. The DSS takes these reports seriously. False reports are considered illegal and punishable as a Class A misdemeanor, the same as failing to report abuse when required by law. The state of Missouri's child abuse laws can be found at Missouri Revised Statute Section 210.110 and Missouri Revised Statute Section 568.060. Abuse or neglect of a child starts out as a Class D felony, which is punishable by up to 7 years in prison and a fine of no more than $10,000. The law also stipulates that those convicted of child abuse neglect in Missouri are ineligible for parole until they have served 1 year of their sentence. However, as the severity of the abuse or neglect increases, so does the punishment. If serious emotional or physical injury was inflicted, the minimum punishment is a Class B felony, which carries with it 5 to 15 years in prison and a parole ineligibility of 5 years for child abuse convictions. And if child abuse involved sexual abuse, exploitation of someone under 14 years of age, or results in injuries which lead to a fatality, the charges are automatically a Class A felony, 10 to 30 years in prison, with a minimum 15 years before parole can be granted. Child abuse and neglect cases are also reviewed by the DSS to determine if parents might lose custody of their children as a result. The DSS operates on a preponderance of evidence standard, which is different and much less strict than the standard used in criminal trials. If found responsible, the accused may appeal these decisions to the Child Abuse and Neglect Review Board, CANRB, which is composed of independent adjudicators that can further review cases. If found guilty of abuse, the state can revoke custody of a child from their parents and place children in alternative custody, such as with relatives or in foster care. What Combs Waterkotte's St. Louis Child Abuse, Neglect, and Abandonment Lawyers can do for you. Those accused of child abuse or neglect in Missouri require a criminal defense lawyer who is comfortable taking on all angles of their case and formulating an effective strategy that deals with all facets and eventualities. Protecting your rights. We believe every accused individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. We bring extensive experience in defending individuals facing allegations of child abuse, neglect, or abandonment. We offer confidential consultations to discuss your case and legal options without judgment or bias. We conduct a thorough investigation to gather evidence and build a strong defense strategy, ensuring your side of the story is heard. Advocating for the accused. Combs Waterkotte specializes in defending individuals accused of child abuse-related offenses, providing expert legal representation. Our attorneys are skilled negotiators working to secure the best possible outcomes, including reduced charges or penalties. We are dedicated to safeguarding your constitutional rights throughout the legal process. We are dedicated to helping good people in bad situations. Defending against child abuse and neglect charges in St. Louis. There are several defense strategies that experienced attorneys can employ to challenge the accusations and build a compelling case. Your attorney can probe the motives behind false or exaggerated accusations, showing their unreliability. Your lawyer will scrutinize the evidence against you for weaknesses, undermining the prosecution's case if it's flawed. Discrediting inconsistent or biased witnesses can create doubt about the allegations. Proving your absence at the time or place of the alleged incident can be a key defense. Character witnesses vouching for your reputation can weaken the accusations against you. Showing evidence of being a responsible and caring parent can counteract claims of neglect or abandonment. Facing false accusations in St. Louis, Missouri child abuse cases. Here's what you should consider when facing false allegations. Consult with a child abuse defense attorney immediately for guidance on rights protection and legal process navigation. Keep records of all relevant communications, evidence, or interactions for the case. Stay calm and composed to avoid misinterpretation of emotions as guilt. Avoid contact with the specific individual involved in the accusations. Cooperate with authorities, but consult your attorney before making statements. Identify witnesses who can support your story and testify for you. Work with your attorney to build a defense strategy, challenging the accusations and presenting favorable evidence. Contact our child abuse defense law firm in St. Louis, Missouri. Combs Waterkotte is an experienced St. Louis criminal defense law firm that specializes in taking a unique, holistic approach to the defense process. Our firm intentionally limits the amount of cases we take in order to give every single one of our clients the one-on-one, personalized attention they deserve. We review every possible piece of evidence and create a strong, sound defense strategy that is driven to produce the best possible outcome for your case. Contact us online or call 314-900-HELP today to experience what a top-rated St. Louis child neglect abuse defense firm can do for you and your case.